Hello and welcome back to JW's Dugout. John here. Happy Friday. We made it to the weekend. The weekend is here. My wedding anniversary is tomorrow. We have a lot of exciting things planned for the weekend with the kids. And of course, baseball is back tonight, the start of the second half of the season. And also, we're creeping up on Hall of Fame induction weekend. So I figured, what better time to dig into my collection of Hall of Fame autographs and tell a few stories along the way about the incredible players within each class. Now, if I went class by class, year by year, let's be honest, we'd be here all year long. And I don't think anyone needs that much of me in their life. So instead, as to not bore you, I'm gonna kick off a series where we keep things moving and I try not to lose your attention. I'll be doing a separate video soon just for the 2025 inductees, and yes, I've got all the autographs for that class handled already. But today we're gonna start with the class of 2024 and 2023, two tremendous groups packed with legends and some of my personal favorites, one in particular, which you'll see in a second. Now, as we work our way back through time, there might be a few years we end up skipping, a few classes that we end up skipping, mainly because I haven't tracked down every single Hall of Fame auto yet, and I don't know of anybody who actually has. There's some people who are very close, but there's still quite a few on my personal wish list. But with 204 Hall of Fame autographs in the collection, we've got plenty to cover in this series. So let's flip the camera around and dive in. Okay, guys, as previously mentioned, I'm not going to have every one of the more than 350 Hall of Famers, especially as we get down to the earlier classes, but the latest dozen or so classes, I'm in pretty good shape. You'll see a lot of modern cards in the first few videos of the series, and then, as we move forward, it'll obviously get progressively older. So let's start out with the class of 2024. We'll go player by player, show off the cards, and tell a couple stories. All right, so the induction of the class of 2024, July 21st, 2024, and the headliner here was this guy here, Mr. Adrian Beltre. Received 95% of the vote, first ballot Hall of Famer, and this is his 2022 Topps 5-star. Now on the field, Beltre racked up 3,166 career hits, 477 home runs, a lifetime 286 average, and hit for the cycle 3 times throughout his career, 2008, 2012, and 2015. And I think fans will best remember him for, not only his hustle and his flair, he had always had a smile on, but his playful antics, especially his deep hatred of people touching his head, always cracked me up. So there's Adrian Beltre. Next is Joe Mauer. It's another favorite of mine. 76% of the vote, the first ballot, and this is his 2004 Upper Deck SPX Young Stars. It's numbered out of 299, 226 of 999, rather. I'm sorry. Joe is a lifelong Twin, 3-time batting champ. He's actually the first catcher in MLB history to do so. And of course, the 2009 MVP. He had over 2,100 hits, 306 lifetime average, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner, 5-time Silver Slugger. And this makes me feel old. He is the first Hall of Famer born in the 1980s. But, a St. Paul, Minnesota kid, started there in high school, spent his entire career in Minnesota, just a fantastic player. Happy to pick this one up. All right, next was Todd Helton with 79% of the vote. He finally got in on his 6th year on the writer's ballot. And this is his 1997 Don Ross Signature Series. This is a plain days auto. Nice little write-up on the back. And the interesting thing with Helton is he really overcame skepticism about playing, in Coors Fields and all the numbers that went along with that. But he really proved his worth as a hitter away from Coors as well. So he had over 2,500 career hits, 316 average. He was a 5-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner. batting champ, National League batting champ in 2000. And he's also very much well remembered, kind of outside of baseball circles, as being Peyton Manning's backup at Tennessee. I was really happy to pick this one up. If you guys hold on one second, I'm just going to turn on a light here. That should help things out a little bit. Just working on the lighting. All right, so the last of this class was Jimmy Leyland. The man who managed with a Marlboro hanging from his lip. He was voted in by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee, non-players. And this is his 1988 Topps. This was obviously done in person. There's JSA authentication, as well as a sticker on the back here. So I was happy to pick this one up. And that does it for the 2024 class. Now the 2023 class holds a very special place in my heart, and we're actually going to go a little bit backwards. I'm going to start with, there was only 2 inductees during this class. We'll start with Scott Rolen. And Scott got in on his 6th try, got 75% of the vote. This is his 2022 Topps Pristine with a game-used memorabilia and nice unique auto. We'll flip this around. Very plain back. But, I mean, Scott Rolen was a vacuum of a defender at third base. 7-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove. His early support was incredibly low when it came to getting voted in. He actually dropped to 10% in 2018 and overcame that to hit the 75% mark. That's actually the lowest anybody has ever been, who eventually made it in. But what a wonderful career. 17 seasons, over 2,000 hits, over 300 homers, 281 career average. Great player. All right. The other guy in this class, if you guys know me, you already know. Mr. Fred McGriff, the crime dog. My all-time favorite player. Fred was voted in by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee, and it was a clean sweep. All 16 votes, no drama. This is his 2024 Topps Finest with the plaque. I love this one. We'll read a quick write-up here. Fred's brilliant 19-year career took the spotlight on July 23rd, 2023, when McGriff was enshrined in the Hall of Fame. Unanimously selected by the Contemporary Era Committee, Crime Dog racked up 493 homers and over 1,500 RBIs, helping Atlanta win the 95 MLB World Series. I was always just enamored of him. Fellow class of 2023 inductee Scott Rolen said, just how strong he was, how he flew the bat head. So love that there. And then I won't show you every single auto that I have, but we'll just lay out some McGriff autos. Some of these you've probably seen on previous videos, but I obviously have a thing for Fred McGriff. I thought he was just a fantastic player, great personality, excellent teammate, all around wonderful player. There's his 2013 Topps 5-star. I really like this one. This is from a recent release, 5-star release. But yeah, Fred pounded out nearly 500 home runs, 493, just fell short of the 500 mark, but would have gotten there had there not been a strike in 1994. Had 19 seasons, 2,400 hits, almost 2,500 hits, 284 career average, 5-time All-Star, 3-time Silver Slugger. Obviously, we mentioned the World Series champ in 1995 with my Braves. But the overriding thing is the consistency. 10 seasons with 30-plus home runs, and he hit 30 in 5 different uniforms. So the Blue Jays, Padres, Braves, Devil Rays, and Cubs. And one of my all-time favorites. One of these days, I'll show off my personal collection of Fred McGriff, all the cards I have. Really he made an impact on me from the moment I first saw him play as a youngster. So definitely one of my favorites. All right, guys, that'll do it for the first part of the series. We'll continue this with the class of 2022 and 2020, because we're going to skip 2021, obviously, because of the pandemic here. And that video will take place likely next week. I also have a ton of mail on the way that I'm really excited to show off. So we'll have a big pickup video. And I really appreciate you guys for, stopping by the dugout and watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, let me know which card and which Hall of Famer of these two classes is your favorite. And we'll catch you next time.